Hey everybody, it's Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. I'm doing this recording just on my phone. I just recorded all the baits on the rack that is in front of me right here. So I just want to do this little introduction. Any baits you see in this video that you want me to do more on, let me know and I will. But enjoy. It's like 40 minutes. It's going to be over 40 minutes long because there's a lot of baits on this rack. I went through them the best I can. But as I said, if there's anything you want to see more of, just let me know and I'll do it for you. Okay, see you later. Enjoy. Hey everybody, it's Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing, and I've been away for a bit. We've had two big, one okay storm up here, and then we just had a big one, like 12, 13, 14 inches. Lots of power outages, trees down, so I haven't got a chance to do a video. So I'm going to do this section of the rack. I was going to do these end sections, but they're so close together, it might be kind of tough, so I'm going to have to move some carpet, I think, and move these out, or or just kind of, you know. But on these middle ones is like a lot of my tech bait stuff, my max scent stuff, slider stuff. So I, you know, my power bait stuff, culprit. So there's some wacky worm stuff, some dry creek, some somatis, some other stuff, some 6 cents. Whoops, and I'm knocking stuff over with the phone. So I'm gonna have to try to find a way to move some carpet probably and spread these racks out. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to do that end. So I figured I'd do this other rack. And I'll start at the bottom here of what I've got. Okay, one of my favorite spider jigs that unfortunately they don't make anymore. I don't know this JDC Baits company when they went out of business. I used to get these at Northern Bass Supply, New Hampshire, and I love these. But this company, I researched online, I couldn't find them, so I assumed that they, you know, stopped producing baits. But these are great spider jigs. The gag crawl used to be one of my favorites. I got a few of them here. The rest I have in boxes. That's their old packaging. Can't even see, you know, that probably said Northern Bass Supply on it. Let's see, what do I got in there? Got some Kitech, some crazy flappers, a couple of those. This is a lot of just like, this rack has just a lot of creature baits and stuff, a lot of Strike King stuff, so you'll see as I go through. But there's a couple Kitech crazy flappers there. What I use now mostly is the Arky, the salty crawling grub. I use that the most probably. And this is one of my favorite colors. I don't know if these colors are going to be on here. I think they call this craw. I'm not sure. We'll see if any of them actually have that's the older one. I'll show you a few of these. But that chartreuse with that brown has always been one of my favorites. A couple other colors. What I tend to do when I do these videos is I wind up just redoing my racks after I'm done. But if you like you know, this is one of my favorite spider jigs, along with the Yamamoto's. And this is their other bait, which I don't remember the name. I brought it for the color. Oh, I got one with the pack here, so I'll remember the name now. That's their crawl and fry. Really cool bait. Good for like Carolina rigging. It's pretty kind of thin. I didn't really do a lot of flipping with it. But that's what's on that bottom section. Now I'm going to move over to the Venom section. Some different Venom baits. Rattling Hog. I like that. I like that watermelon candy color. This is some of their, gosh, I remember what they call these worms. I don't even know if I'll be able to, oop, here we go. Their wacky worm. Oops, if I drop it. That was their wacky worm. I don't know if they still make these on Venom or not. It's like a little craw end to it. But I think it's probably kind of it on there. Looks like little wacky worms. Yep. Ooh. Norm's Bait and Tackle. It was cool to see where I bought this stuff from. And some Venom tubes. Oops, I'll try to get up underneath this lake fork. That's their Goby series. Their Bad Blood series. Whether they make all these series of tubes anymore, I'm not sure. There's a smallie color for you. That high-vis glow tube. Salt series, very popular. More of them. It's a great color right there. Probably got two of them. Yep, I do. Oh, I'm gonna sit down here for a sec. Cool my knees. All right. Now, as far as Venom tubes go, this 5-inch black neon is my favorite flipping tube probably ever. Caught the most fish I ever on a tube that I've caught. There it is. I think there's probably another one there. But yeah, that flipping tube, that 5-inch. I mean, I call it black neon. I guess they call it a black. I don't know if there's one with a good sticker on it. What's that say? Oops. Black, red, green, I think. Because there's red, there's gold. I think there's might even be some gold. Looks like red and green flake mostly. But that one there, if you guys ever are looking for a flipping tube, that 5-inch Venom in that color is killer. It's killer. It used to be great. Back in the day, you know, flipping around Lake Apacon and Greenwood Lake in New Jersey. That used to be great. A great one. More of my, that's the one I have most. It's our Chad. Their Chad Choice flipping tube. That's a green pumpkin with a chartreuse tail. That's Chad Grigsby's, I think, signature tubes from them. I don't know if he still does those with them, but green pumpkin. More black neon, or black, red, green, whatever you want to call it. But you can tell that's the one I like the most. It's just a regular 5-inch flipping tube, green pumpkin, or just pumpkin. Salt Series, baby bass color. But then, oops, you can tell at least I've made my own holes in there because the regular holes are not working anymore. Some of that baby bass one. But here's the old ones when they had the cardboard on the top. Flipping tube, 5-inch, watermelon gold. Nice color. This I probably got. I don't know if it's going to say on there. Well, it doesn't say where I got it. A lot of these I bought up at Northern Bass too, back in the day. But there's some more tubes. You guys get the idea. What color that is? Broom sand. Salt Series. Yeah, it doesn't say where I got them. But that's my Venom tubes. Oh, there's some more up here. Looks like there's another one of Chad's Choice flipping ones. Green pumpkin gold. I'll have to redo all these after the video's over. Avocado. Black and blue is a good color too, obviously. Everybody loves black and blue. Green pumpkin, purple glitter. These are all, if you like tubes, you can't go wrong with that Venom 5-inch flipping tube. Just put a little green pumpkin. I always put a little chartreuse on the bottom of it, on the legs. It's a nice one. What the color is. Green pumpkin, red, gold. It's a nice one too. So these are all good. But that's it for the Venoms. Next I got some big bite baits, and some of these might be just some various creature baits. Big bite baits, what do they call it? Creature. I'm not even sure how you say that. Husachi. Probably saw a color I thought was cool and grabbed it. Husachi. A couple of them. 4-inch creature, green pumpkin. Looks like these are just a June bug with a chartreuse tail. Where I got these, I don't know. How long I've had them, I don't know. So one's a 4-inch. This is the 6-inch. These other two that I showed you. So I probably grabbed it somewhere when I saw the color was kind of cool. I don't know where I got these though. I like when whoever I bought them has that sticker on there. Next to that, craw tube is a great bait. I love throwing a craw tube. Used to love throwing the craw tube on Pompton Lake in Jersey when I lived in Jersey. But anywhere you flip, the craw tube is a good choice. The Lake Fork one is a good one. The late Mark Pack, I believe Mark Pack passed away recently, last year or two. But, that was his company, Lake Fork, the black neon. Great color, as you guys know I like. It's like a newer package. I guess it's the same as that other one. Another black neon. This is the original packaging with that darker color on it. There's a June bug. I've got boxes of these. Whoops. That's kind of blurry. Gotta get that out of the way. Now, I know that says Watermelon Christmas, but I must have changed the pack. That's a blue bruiser color they had. That's their 5-inch creature. It's kind of a cool looking bait. I didn't really throw it that much. A little bit now and then. I use the craw tube more, but it's kind of a cool bait. That's a great color, that bull green. It's like a watermelon candy. Chartreuse fire. That might be back to the craw tubes, yeah. Yeah, there's a craw tube, so I can organize these. But some nice colors. Watermelon red. Yeah, watermelon red flake. Watermelon Christmas. So these are all really nice. I haven't really thrown a craw tube that much in recent years. This was the one I threw a lot, that crawfish color. That's the one I was looking for. That was a good color. I'm sure they still probably make it. That sour grape color, yeah. Nice bait. And the last one in there, I can't even see what that, I have no idea what the name of that color is. Good luck trying to read that. Purple haze, maybe. Like a purple and green pumpkin or chartreuse. All right, let's move over here. I slide across the floor. Some Riot baits, creature baits. Frank's tackle. I think this is just a craw. Yeah, it's just their craw. But a green pumpkin in the craw color. The R craw. So I have some different. Oh, actually, there's actually some different Riot baits. R craw. Most of my Riot baits are in the box. That's another R craw in black. Nice craw bait. Blue steel, it's a cool one, black and blue. This is my favorite Riot bait, is the fuzzy beaver. That's the fuzzy beaver, smashing pumpkin, great color. Really nice creature bait. If you guys are looking for a beaver style bait, the Riot bait's fuzzy beaver is really good. What do we got? Looks like more craws. Yeah, it's a Slayer color. There's that purple and that green pumpkin, all that flake in there. There's another one of that fuzzy beaver in that Slayer color, or that smashing pumpkin color. Really nice creature bait. Slayer color in that, and the fuzzy beaver for 4.2 inch. I would assume this is a green pumpkin. Oh, no, it's not a green pumpkin. That's what they call orange crush, which is probably the color I use the most when I flip these, because I like that orange belly, that green pumpkin on there. But fuzzy beavers are really good. From Riot baits, it's a good flipping bait. Let me slide over here a bit. All right. Smash Tech was a company I found online. They had a nice creature bait, the Smash Bug. That Smash Potato was really a cool color. And I got a few of them, and then I don't know if they make them anymore. Last I looked at, when I was looking to see if they had new colors, last I looked, they didn't have them. But it's a cool looking creature bait. You guys can get an idea from the picture there. And like I've said in my other, videos on the baits on the rack, if there's any bait in particular you want me to just go over, let me know, and I'll just do a video on that bait in particular, show it to you up close. But I got a bunch of different colors of it. Flipped it around a little, caught some fish on them. They're good baits. I don't know what color this one is. I think that was more like that might have been like a watermelon candy or green pumpkin candy. But there you go. There's the beat down, the black and blue, dirty smash. That looks like a black neon type. Beat down. So that's the Smash Tech Smash Bug, which I don't think they make anymore. If they do, I haven't seen them. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see. The Wild Thing series. This is VMC, I believe. Yeah. Cliff Pace's brand here. It's their V&M Flat Wild. So another creature bait. Got a few of them. Oops, bouncing the camera around. Green pumpkin, green pumpkin. Venom J-Bug. That's a different one. I thought it was just going to be the same base. Let's see what this is. I'm trying to remember here. The Venom J-Bug. Looks like Jason, like the Jason Porosnik series. So I must have picked up one of them somewhere. I don't see the name of where I got it. What's that? It's probably another. Oh, it's another of the Venom flatwell, the Okeechobee crawl color. So, I guess I'll organize those and I'm done. All right. All right. This rack is going to take an hour. Some smash bait. Oh, here's some Ned bombs and some some missile baits. This is kind of like the missile bait section. Some Ned bombs. All Ned bombs. Some bomb shots. I don't want to go through all these, but you guys get it. That's the missile bait section. Kicker fish. Don't think they exist anymore. They had this bait this kicker crow I thought was pretty cool. 4 1/4 inch size. I think I had a big size too, but I don't know. Ooh, trying to get out on there. But I don't think they make those. It's a black neon. I think there's a 6 inch size somewhere. I don't know if I have them in a box or if they're hanging up here. Yeah, they're all at 4 3/4, 4 4 1/4 size. So that's all that kicker fish. But you can see what the shape of the creature bait looks like. It's kind of cool. You know, these are all really neat looking. I mean, there's so many creature baits. There's another lake fork. That's their flipper. Different creature bait. Throw that down to the other lake forks. What do we got here? There's some poor boys baits. This might be some drop shot stuff here. What is this? The Erie Darter, yeah. I bought this as somebody recommended me this as a drop shot bait, the Erie Darter from Poor Boys. So there's a few of those there. There's some more Poor Boys baits. Fish 307, that's over in Lake George. That's where I got these. I think I saw them on the shelf when I was over there once. Mango Magic BBG, Big Bass Getter. This is their version of a creature bait. Some cool colors that they had there at the Fish 307 over in Lake George. So I grabbed a couple pegs to go along with it. The Mega Bug. For Mega Strike. This color is awesome right here. I love it. That crawdad color. This is a really good creature bait. I use it a lot. And usually that's the one I'm throwing. I love that color. That chartreuse, green pumpkin with the chartreuse tail is very good. Whoops. I think that was green pumpkin with a chartreuse tail. That might be that crawdad color too. Yeah. If you guys have never seen the Mega Strike Mega Bug, this is a really good creature bait. Really good. I love it. Mega Strike also has a tube. Got a few of their tubes here. A lot of my Mega Strike bug stuff is in boxes. What's this here? This is just laying here. Big Bite Baits. This must be like their version of like a stick bait, I guess. Cane stick, yeah. I don't know, this must have broke, yeah, this little tag broke, so that's why it's just laying up here. I'll throw these ones with broken tags or on the ground there and redo them. More of the Mega Bug. I have the colors. Oh, here we go. Watermelon Purple, Copper Flake, really good color. They have a lot of nice colors. Really good creature bait. You guys heading to the show, I think they're going to be at the New England show this coming up weekend, so if you see them there, grab some Mega Bugs. I think that's probably what I got, just a bunch of Mega Bugs. Yep. So, great creature bait. That's a Mega Bug. All right, let's go back over here. I can stand up, not kill my knees. Actually, I can sit in a chair and do this level. All right. All right, back to the missile baits. So these two sections here are missile baits. And I think they're all D-bombs. And I think you guys can guess what my favorite color of the D-bomb is based on what's right in the front of both of those. That golden amber color is just great. And then any color of D-bomb you can think of is probably hanging here or in a box. So when I go over those boxes on top, are all flipping baits right there. Those are all flipping baits. So when I start going through those, whenever, you'll see more of these megabug, or these, I'm sorry, these D-bombs. But I've got, oh, there might be something other than the D-bomb back there. The missile crawl, got some of those mixed in. I don't want to, I'm going to have a mess here on the floor when I'm done with this video. So this will give me a good chance to reorganize these racks. But D-bombs, missile craws, these are probably all D-bombs. Yeah. So that's all D-bombs. So lots of D-bombs and a few missile craws thrown in there. All right, let's slide over. This looks like it's like some of the Bass Pro stuff that I have. Get these boxes out of the way that I keep tripping over here. Bass Pro Tournament Series baits, I think, are pretty nice. There's some things I like. When I was doing a lot of wacky worming, the one year I started throwing this one. I forget what they call it. TKO worm, I guess it is. Kind of hard to see, but it's a good wacky worm. And when I was doing a lot of wacky worming, flick shaking, I was looking for different worms to use. And this Bass Pro one, it's you know, they're not expensive and it's a good worm. So I got some of those. I'll just show you a couple of them. That's a good color. That's just their finesse. Finesse. How do you say that? Finesse Finique. Whatever. I think this is kind of their, if I remember right, this might be their version of like a trick worm. And I think I probably like the color, so that's why I grabbed it. Yeah, that's like their version of the trick worm. A green pumpkin magic pearl was a cool color, so I grabbed a few of those. So that's probably what these are, all different Bass Pro worms. Let's see if there's anything different. Yeah, so that Finesse Finique, however you say it, probably some of the same colors. There's more of that TKO. Take a few of these off here so you guys can see them. But some nice colors. Of course, these are a pain in the butt because they're tight on the rack. That's a color I like, so I must have grabbed that. What's that? That's a candy bug. That's the color I like. Let's see if there's any more of those TKO worms. Yeah, there we go. Actually, here's one. I think that's a green pumpkin with a blue flake. I'm not really sure. But there's more of that Bass Pro TKO worm. 6-inch size for you guys that like the wacky rig, or different sizes, 6 inches. Of course, that's going to be all blurry, and you're not going to be able to see it. But you guys get the idea. A whole ton of those. The Bass Pro River Bug is a bait I like to flip, and I've got a ton of them. A bunch of different colors. Sapphire blue. Let's see, it's kind of huckleberry. All you can think of. Bluegill. But the River Bug is a really nice beaver style bait. There's that green pumpkin magic pearl, which is a nice Bass Pro color right there. South African Special, very popular color, and I think that those are all river bugs. All right, I got a mess of plastics on the floor here. I got to redo from that bottom rack. Okay, let's see what else we got here. These are old. I don't know if they still make these, the 4.5-inch flip and crawl. I bought these a while ago, but I got a few of those. Don't know if Bass Pro still makes them, but every now and then I'll pull them out and flip them around. Had some nice colors. It had nice big claws. It's kind of a cool bait. Let's see. This section's got some Robo worms. This is the Ned worm, which I really like. They have great colors, really great colors. I have some in a box. These are just some that are hanging up. But the Robo worm Ned has got some really great colors. Morning Dawn. There's another Morning Dawn. MM3, that's pretty cool. I don't know what MM stands for, but Ned worm, People's worm. Just throw those. I don't know if these are old. I thought there was some, yeah, I was gonna say, I thought there was some just regular, Robo worms there. These are one of the drop shot baits that I use a lot. I've got boxes of them, and I've got some hanging up here. Bitch and Crow is cool. Another bitch and crawl. So whenever I'm out, you know, buying tackle, if I see a color of these, the Robo worm that I don't have or that I like, I grab a pack. But you guys get the idea. That's the Robo worm section, and it's a great drop shot bait. Here's a pretty cool drop shot bait from this Bass Magnet company. This 3.75 Twitch. Pretty cool. I think they're out of Canada. I'm trying to remember where I got these. But it's a nice drop shot bait. It makes some cool colors. See if I can hang this on this rack here. Phantom Goby. But you can see the shape of that. Makes a really nice drop shot bait. Let's see, Clearwater Perch. So if they're eating perch, you can see that being that 3-inch Twitch being a good bait to throw. Spanky color. There's that Phantom Goby again. Must have got two of them. Oh, 3.7. I probably got the 3.75 and the 3-inch. And the Spanky color and the 3.75. So I got some different colors. I was probably going through a time where I was looking at some different drop shot baits, and then I came up with those, and then I saw this Bondi Bait Company, this Bondi Perch. It's pretty cool. I don't know who told me about these. My buddy Sean told me about these. If I saw them online, I don't remember. But it's a cool looking drop shot bait. It's different. It's bigger, but it really does look like a fish. I haven't used them as much as the worm types, but if I know I'm going to be drop shotting, I do bring all the different kinds. But it's pretty cool. It's cool how they do it with little fish on the side. But some different ones of those. I don't know what else is. Oh, let's see. Got a little bit of everything back here. Some X-Zone drop shot baits. That's their Finesse Slammer. This must be the Slammer section. Got a couple Slammers. Yep. So it looks like all Slammers from X-Zone. So if you guys have drop shot, I'm sure you've used the X-Zone Slammers before. But that's some of those back there. It's a really, you know, it's that traditional drop shot bait type shape that catches fish. This rack section here is all the cabin creeks. And I could do a video just on cabin creeks and all the colors. Because especially when I used to go up to Wacky Worm, I'd always grab a pack or two of some of the ones I didn't have. Or at Frank's Tackle or wherever they sold them, or at outdoor shows, because it's really a good bait. You know, it's really good. You know, that cold water time when it's tough fishing. And I've got a ton of colors. Like I said, I could do a video just on those two rows of baits right there. Some more tubes. What's that? Netcraft Dominator series. They make their own 5-inch tube, and I grabbed a few. That's what's in this bag here. So that's more tubes. Different 5-inch flipping tubes that are all kind of just like, you know, in bags. Here's the Yum section. Yum Dinger. Got a few of those. That one right there. That green pumpkin and the chartreuse tail. I used to catch so many nice bass on Merrill Creek Reservoir in Jersey on that. And I don't even throw a stick bait a lot. But that one I used to do so well there. I don't know if it was that chartreuse tail or what. But that one right there, that green pumpkin chartreuse tail. I always threw that there. I don't know why they liked it. Some of the Yum Ned Dinger. For you Ned guys, Yum has their own, as you know. I don't use that one a lot. I've thrown it every now and then. I caught fish on it. I mean, I think bass eat every Ned known to man. I haven't thrown a Ned that hasn't worked. But let's see what else is back there. Yeah, that's actually the one I was throwing around. The pack is open. Plain old green pumpkin. Can't go wrong with that. And it's just some various Yum baits. That's their kill shots. That's their drop shot bait. Some of their flipping baits. Some of their craws. A little bit of Yum everything. Might be it looks like a kind of a craw tube type deal, or just a tube. Some more various brands of who knows, remember where I got them. Flipping tubes. That's a cool one, that blue one. I think I got that at an outdoor show one year. The Man's tube. This tube, when it first came out, this Dragon series of tube, this white one, I was flipping this around on the reservoirs that I used to fish in Jersey, And they absolutely destroyed that tube one day. You know, just flipping it around. And that was spring. That was pre-spawn. You know, 50-degree plus whatever water when you think you'd be throwing jerk baits and stuff. And I started flipping this white tube around, and they absolutely were hammering it. I think I might have been on Canister one day, but they were just hammering it. And there's different colors. Like I said, any of these baits, I'm not sure if they make those anymore, but any of these baits you see when you go, hey, Mark, just do a video on that video, because this video will wind up being 45 minutes long by the time it's over. There's so many baits on this shelf. A tube I use a lot lately when I'm throwing a tube is this, the ISG, Innovative Sport Group, this Bass Intimidator. This is a really nice tube. They make a lot of cool colors. That's a Clapper's Magic color. A lot of these are like, you know, colors, guys. Oh, I don't know what that one is. Watermelon copper, but there's a bunch of them that I'm dumping on the floor now. Actually, that's Nismos. But there's more Intimidators right there. I think these Nismos are in the wrong spot. But that's what all these are. This is a real nice tube. If you're looking for a nice tube, I think they're 4-inch if I remember right. Doesn't say it on there. The Great Lake Special. I think that's a 4-inch tube. I use that internal weight with that, and I try to use the ones with a rattle. Now is the Strike King section. Now let me see. I don't want to get messed up. All right, so I did that. Let's go down here and start. Here's some of those small tubes, the Bitsy tube from Strike King. This section. I'm just going to do the whole Strike King here because there's a ton of them. But these are all Strike King. This is their Bitsy tube, the regular tubes. And like I said, I could do a video just on Strike King tubes because they're very good. And I do use them a lot. And started using those like almost with a Ned head. And they do work. It's a good, you know, cold water, tough bite option than just using like a flipping tube or an internal weight. Just putting these like on a Ned head or mushroom head type, these small ones. But there you go, there's that Bitsy tube. There's the flipping tube, which is a great one. That white one is really good. I usually use that black neon or the whites a lot. But that's Strike King tubes right there. And there's some more, the old Denny Brower packages. You guys have the flipping tubes. That blue one is great. But those are all flipping tubes. I don't remember where I got the, I think I must have seen maybe I saw a show when KVD was using these and said, let me try them out. I don't know if I was using them, wacky worming them, or what I was doing with them. Bed fishing with them, I don't remember. Carolina rig bait. But where did I get this? Let's see. Kittery Trading Post up in Maine. Maybe I just saw them on the shelf and they were new that year and I said, let me try these. Candy Craw, good color. And back there is looks like some craws, some Strike King craws, 4-inch rage grubs, which is almost like a topwater bait in a way. Rage lizard, different rage baits. Rage Ned bug. So you guys get the idea. It's Strike King party here. There's the Rage Tail. They're flipping bait. They're like their beaver style bait. Structure bug. These are all structure bugs. Gamma Craw. Green Pumpkin. What's the color is that? Delta Red. So you guys get it. That's all structure bugs right there. Right here, the Baby Rage Menace, and then I think the rest are just regular 4-inch Rage Menace. You guys saw my video on trailers for chatterbaits. You saw these, and I have a bunch of Rage Menaces up there because it's a bait I like to throw. You can even flip them. It's a very versatile bait, that Rage Menace. But I got a bunch of them. Like I said, you guys want to see a video on the Rage Menace, I'll do it. This bait here, the Game Hog, I'm pretty sure they still make it. This is, when this first came out, I slammed them on this. I spent a week on Bomacene up in Vermont, and this bait was the best bait for the week, flipping, even better than a jig for me. I caught so many bass on this, and a lot of pike, but that is really a good grass flipping bait, that, that hog, that Game Hog. That's a good one. Let's see. The Rage Bug. what's this? Oh, this is just the Rage Crawl. So I got the Rage Crawl from different sizes. Let's see. So I'm stepping on the baits that are on the floor. Yeah, there's a bunch of, these are all a bunch of Rage Craws here. So you guys get the idea, that's all Rage Craws. Old pack of Rage Craws, that's the older style pack. Got the clamshell. There's the Denny Brower, whoops, get a little close there. Denny Brower Crawl, the Rage Denny Crawl. Got a bunch of those. And let's see, as far as Strike King, I'll try to finish up with the Strike King. This is the Strike King drop shot bait section, these two sections here. And I got a ton of those, the half shells. I think these are all half shells. Yeah, half shell. Different colors. It's a good drop shot bait. You know, if you guys love drop shot, and there's so many freaking baits you can use. I mean, hundreds of choices. The Dream Shot is very good too. We got a bunch of those. So if like I said, when I know I'm drop shotting, I will take a lot of these baits, put them in the bags that I put them in, and just throw them in the boat. There's some of their it's like their stretchy plastic, like the Z-Man stuff. I haven't thrown these in years, but that's that. I think that's just their regular finesse worms, but their version of the trick worm, Strike King. I think, amazingly, that might be it for the Strike King stuff. But that's all Strike King. That's not even stuff that's in boxes. But that's all Strike King. Tubes. Some other various baits. All right, let's see. Looks like we've got a lot of... Let me do this section, and then I'll do all the Jackal section. I think that might be it, amazingly. This Gene LaRue, this Ned inchworm, this is pretty cool. It's almost like a small swim bait. This has some nice action. And I've thrown this just on a Ned head. I've thrown it on a drop shot, and I've caught some fish on it. It's a nice little bait. If you guys have never tried it, you're looking for a different option for your finesse swim baits, your finesse, you know, your drop shots, give that a try. It's pretty cool. And, you know, probably the most popular Gene LaRue bait is the Biffle Bug, a great flipping bait. I've got a ton of them in boxes. I've got some here hanging up. That Sapphire Blue is awesome. That Dark Watermelon Candy is awesome. These are the 5-inch size. I don't know if I have anything other than 5 inches up here. Nope, I do. There's the 4.25 inch. The 5-inch. So I think I got one 4.2 mixed in there with all the 5. So if you guys looking for a different flipping, and this is really good on a wobble head. That Biffle Bug, that's a really cool bait right there from Gene LaRue's company. And last but not least, I think, is this Jackal section. The Chunk Craw is a nice flipping bait. If you guys have never seen it, let me get the phone in there closer so you can see some of these colors. Green pumpkin pepper. Blue. Definitely not been able to read that. SG Craw. Like a few of them. That's a cool creature bait that they make. Another wacky, you know, flick shake, wacky worm. This Jackal one is a really good one, and I have a ton of them. I use it a lot when I'm doing that technique. Let me just organize this because I think there might be some drop shot baits, and there are. So these are just the worms. So those are just their finesse worms. They're flick shake worms, which are really good. So if I'm flick shaking, I will use those for sure. If I know I'm going to flick shake, they'll be on the boat. The crosstail shad is a nice drop shot bait. I don't use it a ton. I've used it. I've caught fish with it. But, I mean, like you see, I've got a million drop shot baits. But sometimes I'll bring it out and use it. Oh, there's more of the flick shake. So you can tell I must have had these out and used them and didn't put them back in their section. And last but not least is my favorite Jackal bait. It's the Cover Craw, which is like a craw tube. But there you can see it from the back. That Green Pumpkin Candy, obviously, you know I like. I probably got a ton of them. Green Pumpkin Candy. Kittery Trading Post. You have my favorite bait and it was on sale. You think I'm going to buy some packs? Especially when it's watermelon candy? You think? I did. Watermelon Candy. That's the cola color. It's cool. Jackal makes nice baits. June Bug. Looks like a green pumpkin there. It's a probably from Kittery, another one from Kittery. Yep, watermelon candy. They were on sale when I was there whenever, and grabbed some. I don't know, we can see where that came from. That looks like watermelon candy too. But the cover craw is a really nice, I'll just throw that on the floor because the other ones just fell, and I'll pile them back up. But amazingly, after 39 minutes, I think everybody, that is it. So as you can see, there is a ton of plastics on this section of the rack. If I just start it on top and go across again, you know, you got the Strike King drop shot baits, the craws, the Rage Menaces, the hogs, some more craws, the Gene LaRue section, Jackal section, those Intimidator tubes, which are really good, some more Strike King, various tubes, the Yum section, just some various sections of baits, the Cabin Creek section there, some really cool different drop shot baits. Let's see. Oh, that's what I sat down on. Robo worms, Bass Pro section, missile baits, and some discontinued type baits. But a lot of plastics hanging on this rack. And then what I've got on the floor that I didn't hang back up yet. So it looks like a tackle shop exploded. But that's it, guys. That is, you know, the 40-minute video on this section of the rack. So how I'm going to do this middle section, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to try to move the carpet there and move this. If not, I might just kind of do a quick version of it. There is a back to this rack. As you can see, there's stuff through there, so eventually I'll get to that one. And there's also an end here, which I don't have as good a lighting over here, but this is pretty much a zoom section. Zoom and net bait. And that is pretty much it on this end. So I'm gonna try how I'm gonna squeeze in here and do this, but I'll have to move a light over here because there's no really good light over here. But that is a video for another day. So like I said, any bait on here you guys see and you go, wow, man, I wanna see more of that bait. Just let me know. Just let me know in the comments, and I can easily do a video on just that bait. And, you know, it won't be 40 minutes long like this one is 42 minutes long at this point. Okay, so like I said, for you tackle junkies out there, I'm sure you love this. For the rest of you, you probably fell asleep 10 minutes in. But, you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, any baits on here specifically you want to see, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to do it, okay? So I will see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.